How to give back to the world. You're probably thinking, why would I want to give back now? I have nothing to give back. I have nothing to give. I haven't achieved enough in my life to give back. I'm not rich. I'm never gonna be rich. Why would I want to give back to the world? All these questions, all these probably don't agree with me here, but I think that the purpose there's a lot of purpose in living a life where you're just giving and giving and giving to the world, to the people around you, to your community, and the key, the principles of getting there are kind of philosophical in some ways, but there are a few behaviors you can do that can help you to reach this level of giving back to the world, even if you might not have the means to do it right now. So the first thing is to do work that actually means something to you. So I think that if you do work just for the salary or just to pay the bills and you don't care how much it sucks and you don't really like it, there's very little meaning there. And because there's very little meaning, you almost inherently don't feel the need to give back to the world, right? Because the work doesn't have any meaning, and so you don't have any association. No, there's no connection between you and that work. And so as a result, though, like you don't feel the need to give back. Like you don't have that desire. Like this work is not fueling your desire to give back. And so that's why it's so important to find work that actually means something. Make sure you're doing something for your work that actually has an impact on the world, that actually benefits the world, that actually benefits society in some way, that helps someone out there, someone somewhere. And I think if you reach that point where you do work that actually means something to the world, then you are more likely to want to give back. You want to give more. You want to dedicate, a purpose of your life, like a part of your purpose to helping others, to making the world better. And the next principle actually adds on to this. It's align your work with your talents and gifts. So you've been gifted things and talents and things that you're naturally good at innately. And you need to double down on those, right? You need to align your work with those so that your output is maximized, right? Like if you align your work inputs with your talents and your knacks, then the outputs will be very, very extraordinary, right? The outputs will be, I hope, something that can benefit the world, something that will help you to get closer to the life that you want. And I think it's very noble to pursue and live life this way, to live it by working hard towards something that you truly care about and being good at it, right? And the cool thing is, if you're searching for something that if you're searching for your passion or you're searching for your purpose or some kind of work that brings you meaning, a good way to do it is to not ask yourself, okay, what work would bring me meaning? Ask yourself, what work doesn't bring me meaning? What work doesn't, light the fire within me? Like, what work would I not want to do? And then all you need to do is not do that work and do more work that is not that work, right? I just made that more complicated than it needs to be. Just do work that you actually enjoy, right? Do work that actually aligns with who you are. And to first get to that point, you need to figure out what doesn't align with who you are and avoid those vocations. And the next thing you want to do is figure out what the world actually needs, right? So if you want to give to the world, you don't want to just give the world some random crap that it doesn't need. You want to give the world something that it genuinely needs and desires and values, right? And so the things that the world needs are going to be different. There's so much that the world needs, I'm sure. And so the cool thing is you get to decide. You get to decide of all of the needs of the world, which one do you want to satisfy? And then that becomes your North Star. That becomes the thing that you do work for, right? You work to satisfy that need, to alleviate that pain, to help in that way, right? You get to choose the need of the world. And then finally, you want to channel your life into doing the thing. You want to channel your life into serving the world, right? You want to channel your energy, your work, your talents, your gifts your love, your passion, all of it into this work because you want to serve the world, because you want to have a nobler purpose, right? This is kind of an unconventional video. Most people have different values from this. Like, most people don't really care about the world. Most people just want to raise a family and be happy and sip coconuts on a beach in Bali. Maybe that's the life you want, but honestly, that's not the life I want. And you might disagree with me, but that's okay. I don't care. I want a life where I can leave the world a better place than I found it. And I believe that the way to do that is by finding work that means something and actually giving back to the world and to the people that I care about. Goodbye.